your speakers bang. I make your speakers bang.
What's up? Hey everybody, John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. Once again coming at you. Thank you for watching the show. We are trying to get better by continuously working, okay? But the key word isn't just working, all right? A lot of people can work. The key word is continuously, all right? And I think for most people in life, that word is tough. That word is hard. We just had Groundhog Day last week. And, you know, that guy had to live through that day for a freaking thousands of years. And it gets harsh after a while, especially with the monotony of it. All right, but our problem to solve the monotony is to mix up the workouts every single day. We had a kid last week go, that was a good workout, but do we just do the same thing every week? And I'm like, you are used to other programs. We do not do the same thing every week, but that's actually one of the problems, right? Whether we did the same thing every week or not, it would be an issue. All right, this is one of those things where it's an issue both ways, so it's a paradox. All right, and if we did it every single week, you would get bored of it, and it wouldn't be good enough to explore the entire gamut of basketball. But since we don't do it every single day, every single week, now you have to make sure that you understand it, because you're not going to see it again for 13 weeks. All right. Now you could always say, well, how about we compromise some more? Well, the more that we compromise, the less that we do. So I would consider the extreme end of that being, oh yeah, we do one thing a year. Okay, that would be crazy. But we do the thing. Actually, I think it equates to about 4 or 5 times a year. So while that's not ideal, it is what we have, because we have, about 300 different things to truly learn. And there's only 365 days in the year. So doing those things six at a time, that's just what it equals out to. So all we can do is really introduce it to you, correct it, see how you've improved on it. And what we need you to do, again, is doing the homework. All right, doing it on your own. What's up, Wes? All right, so anyway, speaking of progressing, let's progress. So we have this stuff right here. Now let's imagine that our program didn't exist. You know how hard it is to get on a traveling team? It's pretty hard. All right, we're offering the traveling team to everybody, and while you're not the best players in the state, the best players in the state, of course, would travel. All right, starting in 5th grade, I think, but probably these days probably 3rd grade. Any top player is traveling to play against the better players in other states. All right, everyone. I mean, they just do it. Now, with that said, you guys aren't those guys. Most of you guys aren't, at least, right? All right, but you get a chance right there. And if you went to those tryouts for those other teams, they would look at you like, what are you talking about? You can't play with us. You can't travel with us. For me, I see the travel games not as a success, not as, oh my God, I'm finally good enough to travel. I see the travel games as one of the many tools to make you better. Because when you see those other players and you travel and you take it more seriously, you start stepping it up. It's like a chicken and an egg sort of thing. And it's like, well, some people think that only the best players should be allowed to travel. And I'm like, well, you can't become the best players unless you travel. All right. So I think that they go hand in hand. And it's one of the huge reasons why the best players keep working is because of the travel circuit. So why can't the middle players do the same thing? And even the worst players do the same thing. So that's how I see it. All right. So here's your opportunity. You have until February 15th to sign up. We do have a few kids signed up. And then I just got paid by one of the MLK kids who wants to travel with us as well. They just paid today. So that looks like it's a go. All right, we just need a few more for the high school, and then we want to see what the younger grades are going to do. All right, so make sure that you sign up before the February 15th deadline, so we can even see if we're going to go on one of these 3 trips, if not all 3 of them. All right, again, we have to start with 5 trips. I knew that wasn't a possibility, so I said, who wants to go on what trip? And then enough people said these trips. About 6, 7, or 8 people said each of these trips. So I was like, oh, we have enough. Then I said, no, it's going to cost money. And everyone was like, not anymore. I don't want to go now. So I think when I added money to the table, everyone was like, oh, I thought that this was free. So maybe that was the thing. I'm not sure. But it is not free. Sorry. You do have to pay some money to go on these trips. So hopefully it's not too high. I lowered the cost to like as low as I could possibly make it. So that's where we're at right now. So hopefully you guys can show up. All right. Next one, we got our basketball league of stuff. All right. Getting games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Make sure that you guys sign up for those. And if you're looking at our ratings, I'll talk about that later. Check to see where your team and your grade level is rated. Because I want you guys to try to beat these teams. Even though I do sabotage you guys by linking you up with younger kids or against older players, I totally sabotage you. But you still want to try to beat them. All right, it's a dual process. Next one we got is our big game on Sunday. Our big game on Sunday is not between the Super Bowl people. No. It is between 50 All-Stars and Rev Up. All right, that's on Sunday. It's the 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th grade game. Okay, it's just us versus them. They are our workout partners on the Aurora side. We are the ones on the Broomfield side. We have never played each other. Never. So this will settle so many debates. We're gonna see what they have. We're gonna see what we have. All right, and we're gonna try to beat their butts. All right. So that's our Super Bowl coming up here on Sunday. All right, and then lastly for the homework, this is a big stretch. We finally convinced a few kids into joining us. It took a long time, but we convinced Huxley and Weston, and we kind of already had Declan. But we convinced them to join the fray. I think Joey might have stopped kind of, but he never really started doing all the stuff. But yes, let's see if we can now keep the guys that we did have, so we can create this like group of 7. That would be huge. And if we can eventually outnumber the people not doing it, I think that's when we'll start to go over the hill, and it'll be so much easier because all your friends will be doing it. All right. Anyways, I think that's about it. Yep. All right. Let's move on to the quote of the day. Quote of the day is always do your best. All right. We just talked about continuously, but the key word here, I would say it's, you want to say always, right? You want to be like, always do your best, like always, all the time, right? I don't think so. Not in this one. And then we've said that it's do. Not just like imagine doing your best, not just like pretending that you're doing your best, not just saying that you do your best, but actually doing your best, right? All right, so that's like the action verb in there. But I still don't think that's it. And, and what is like your best? Like the best? Like to be the best of the best of the best? Well, that one's relative as well, because you could be the best on your team or the best in your city or the best in your school. That's not the best of the best, right? So I think that the key word in this one is your best, because that's when people start going slower, is when they're like, yeah, I'm going faster than everyone else. I think that's good enough. And you start to just hang your head. And that's when people are like, well, no, I just need a different team. I need some better players around me, because most people aren't able to go their best when other people are below them. All right, if they're the best, it's hard to go their best, basically. All right, so that's the hard part, is to always go your best. All right, so not just good enough, not just good enough to not get screamed at by the coach. All right, not just good enough for you to pace through practice so that you can have enough energy to keep going. No, you want to always do your best. So I think that's the most important word in this sentence. It's you. It's you. What can you bring to the table? So that's the quote of the day. always do your best. Moving on to our itinerary stuff. We got stuff for the homework. Numbered scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, and 1-on-1 high post flash. All right, for numbered scissor shots, that's when someone's just calling out numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have to be like 5, 3, but you're going between your legs with the scissor dribble. And if they put up a special number, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. They put up your number, like if your number was 4. You call out the numbers that aren't your number, but then when you see your number, you shoot it. All right, so it's not just a dribbling drill, not just a vision drill, but it's a shooting drill as well. So it mixes all three together. For pick and roll slip, that's just dribbling the ball toward the pick and roll, and then the person leaves early because the screen defender showed too early. All right, so we're practicing that pass off that low dribble. We got 2-ball dribbles, whole bunch of 2-ball dribble drills you can do. All right, we have them all on the website. Click the link on our drill demo. Under the chair dribble, make sure that you dribble the ball as low as you can, but getting that arm stronger with both arms, alternating as well. And then we have curl jumper series. There's 3 different shots. There's the from the box to the elbow. We got a jump shot, pump fake, 1 dribble away, and pump fake, one dribble away, step back. Then we got 1-on-1 high post flash. That's just playing 1-on-1, but you start from the block and you throw the ball to the free throw line, catch it, and then you go 1-on-1 with the 1 bounce max, with the 1 dribble max. All right, but for today's stuff, we're gonna work on free throws. We're gonna talk about them and how you should focus on them. But these free throws should be something that you work on all the time. All right, it's how you spread your fingers. It's how you bounce the ball. You have to have your own routine. All right, you're not just chucking the ball up there. Okay, and again, you must get up reps as well. Then for 10 in a row under 5 minutes, that's I saw Huxley doing it. That is shooting the ball by yourself, no passer, and you have to get 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. So it's also a stamina building drill as well. All right, 10 in a row from the elbow. Make 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. Then we got 15-second sprints times 4, where we run for just 15 seconds, trying to get our fastest pace, and then we rest. You can adjust that as time goes. You want to see if you can run 4 different sets of sprints as fast as you can go. Again, this one is your best. All right, we got pounds, drives, and pull-ups. Pounding the ball, drive, and then pulling for the jump shots. I will bring box jumps for the workouts, all right, and then we have split jumps to shots, and I will show you a few of those different drills right now. We got, first one is 15 seconds, 15 second sprints times 4. In 15 seconds, we're gonna see how slow Noah is. Noah swears he's fast now. Oh no, Drake is the last one here. So yeah, you have 15 seconds to see how far you can run. That guy, Wesley, he got 4.5 right there. And then you get 15 seconds off, 30 seconds off. And again, you can make this harder for yourself by giving you less time off. The goal is to run 4 straight. And you want to run just as fast as you did in the beginning. Again, it's just 4 of them, but we're going to do all 4. Next one. This is pounds, drives, and pull-ups. That's what you want to do for each of these steps. Alright? You can go with the left hand, right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. But you want to step long and dribble longer and bend down when you step. So even when you shoot the jump shot, you're doing the same thing. Even when you shoot the layup, you're doing the same thing, same spots. Those are not the same spots. Alright? So it's very, very hard to do. Try to hit your spots. Only with 1 dribble. Alright, so I think that we'll do those in groups. And I'm gonna mark the spots that you guys are on. Like I'll allow you guys to mark the spots that you're on. And I wanna see like how far that you can get close to your original spot. All right, so we can truly like learn how to do this, because I think you guys truly just don't get it. Or maybe it's just super duper hard. I'm not sure. All right, last one. Split jumps. Put the ball low on the first one. Push out. This is the same push that you just did with the pound squash pull-ups. So be low and then explode off that last step. Speaking of steps, next step, let's check the homework. Homework today, again, you are what you do, not what you'll say you'll do. All right, we got Huxley doing the homework once again. That was last night. We have Weston. All right, let's see who did the homework today. We got Mello right there. I see that, Mello. Good job. Mello with some free throws. All right, now this month's homework is push-ups. So you should be doing push-ups. I'll talk about that tonight. But push-ups to shots. Great job, Weston. I like it. Did a couple of them. Okay, did about, what's that? And he also did the push-ups for the month. So he did 2 of the 6 drills plus the push-ups. Nice job. Looking good. All right, let's move on to the story of the day. Wow. Frustration, fear, and anger oftentimes lead players to quit or complain. But it's better to use that energy toward positive acts, like trying harder to improve. We can throw stones, complain about them, stumble on them, climb over them, or build with them. It's your choice. As parents, players, coaches, and fans, we only have so many stones. All right, that's probably way too deep for you guys to understand on that one, but hear me out. All right, this is by Sir William Arthur Ward. I do believe so. If that's not his name, my apologies, but yes. He says there are so many things that you can do with stones. All right, you can throw stones, meaning that like you can like hit people with them, right? Like you can cause destruction with those stones. All right, you can complain about them. All right, meaning like, why are these stones here? Why are they in my way? All right, you can stumble on them, meaning like they mess you up, right? It's things in your life, and it's things outside of your control. All right, or you can climb over them, meaning like, dude, like you got through these hardships. And some people are climbers, some people are great climbers. Or you can build with them. All right? Again, this is more profound than you like really think. Because look at this. What he's talking about, what William Arthur Ward is talking about, is all the problems in our lives, all the issues in our lives, all the crap that comes up in our lives. It's one of those 5 things. Well, we can respond in one of 5 ways to those things. All right, and how we respond is up to us, because these things are gonna happen, right? And when these things happen, when these like bad things happen, like I don't know, like you lose a leg, I don't know, like just when bad stuff in your life happens, like car accidents or just whatever, like just you're short, like anything that happens to you, it's your choice of what to do when that thing happens to you. Now, I'll repeat it again. You can throw stones. All right? You can be mad at the situation and be like, why me? And then beat up others or like put down others, right? And that's like just being super duper frustrated with like life, and you become a bully. All right? Or you can complain about them, where you're like, you're not mean to anyone else, but you're just like, why? Why me? Again me? Why? Right? And again, that gets you nowhere. When you're a bully, that's a negative in life. You put down others. When you're complaining, you're almost bullying yourself. Because again, you have other options, and that's the option that you chose. You were like, I can do anything in the world, and I'm gonna choose to complain and make myself feel even worse. All right, because there are other options. Yeah, So now I'm saying don't put the negativity out there and don't put the negativity in here either. All right. You can also stumble on them. And this is the person who keeps their mouth shut. They don't pick on other people. They don't put it on themselves. They just kind of just go through life and they stumble on these things. When something bad happens, like, I don't know, they can't eat, they kind of starve for that day. It is what it is. And these people are actually going to be likely to be helped out in life. People are going to look at them and be like, oh, dude, I got you. Man, you're not even like complaining about your situation. You're not putting other people down, but I see you, right? And I'm going to help you out because you keep stumbling over these things. You keep like having issues and you're just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And you just like stumble on these things. I'm telling you that one's maybe better than the other two. I don't know, but it's still not good enough to just take it. You can't just stumble on the things. All right. Now, you can also climb over these things. And we know those people. We actually really, really respect these people. And this one's probably the second best. And when you're presented with an issue or a problem, you fight through it and you get over it. And these people, they tend to see hardships as like personal battles, and they're like, oh, really? I'm gonna win anyway. And they have like a chip on their shoulder, and then they win despite. They keep winning despite. These guys are fighters, right? All right, that would be climbing over these stones, which is awesome. It's awesome to climb over them, right? But you're gonna waste time. You're gonna climb over and then be right back to where you started from. Climb over, be right back to where you started from, because the thing that happened to you, it might happen again for the same exact reasons. You got through it, but you're just like waiting for the next thing to get through. And maybe people are even applauding you. So you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get through it again, right? And then you feel like, man, this is who I am. This is pretty cool, which is, again, it's neat, but it's not the best one. The best one. All right, from Sir William Arthur Ward. All right, it says, you can also build with these stones. Now, this one is tricky because building is not an easy process. All right, building takes a lot of like skill, a lot of foresight, a lot of stick-to-itiveness. All right, and it's whenever these issues happen, I would say don't just go through them or climb through them. You must also bring them with you and learn from them. You're not just going to be climbing over these stones. You're going to bring them with you so you can like apply them to some kind of structure in the end, so you never forget about this hardship and it never happens to you again, because now you're just above it. You've used this hardship in your life to propel yourself. So it's not just that you're short in basketball and you're like, man, I still figured it out, man. I still made the team. No. This is you're short in basketball and you use it to your advantage. So now you're pressing everyone full court and you figure out the kind of ways that you can use it to your advantage. So that's where we're getting at. That's where we're going with this. So I want you to watch it again with all those things in mind, all right? And keep in mind that this is extremely, extremely deep. So when you are frustrated, when you're scared, when you're angry, you don't have to like back down to that. You don't have to spew out negativity. You don't have to bring in negativity. You don't have to ignore it, and you don't even have to really like always go through it. You can use it to your advantage. Like when you're frustrated, you can use that energy to go out there and shoot. When you're scared, you can use that energy to go out there and run harder. When you're angry, you can use that energy to go out there and like work out even more, because like you're going to use that anger positively, right? So again, watch the story of the day one more time. Frustration, fear, and anger oftentimes lead players to quit or complain. But it's better to use that energy toward positive acts, like trying harder to improve. We can throw stones, complain about them, stumble on them, climb over them, or build with them. It's your choice. As parents, players, coaches, and fans, we only have so many stones. We only have so many stones, so make sure that you guys use yours well. Trivia question today is, who is the all-time leader in assists for the Atlanta Hawks? The all-time leader in assists for the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if we have anyone on today, but I'll ask again next week if we have no one on. But who is the all-time leader in assists for the Atlanta Hawks? You have until the end of the show to let us know that you know the answer. All right? To the end of the show to let us know. All right? Throw that in there somehow. All right. Anyways, moving on. I guess I can wait. Just in case someone answers it. I don't think anyone's on today. But someone might be watching the show later. We will ask this question next Wednesday if no one answers. So you will know the answer before the show even starts. Crazy. Alright, let's move on. Where am I at? I am in Aurora. Alright, so I said that we play against the Aurora guys. We've had a few more people join the Aurora side of things for the workouts. Hopefully that continues to grow. So the 3 new kids that joined this week, make sure you guys are working your hardest over there. And Aurora's kind of spilling into Centennial as well because we're getting some Cherry Creek School District people, but we're going to split those things up eventually. And I do have an idea. That I will explain in the last reel. But firstly, let's check out the Broomfield people. All right. So with the Broomfield people, that is my main people right there. That's where we have the most members and where we built the program first. All right. We're over here in Broomfield. We have games in Broomfield on Sunday. All right. After we're in Aurora on Saturday. All right. So the games go like this. We got Saturday's game. All right, we have the Broomfield people. You only have one game on Saturday. That's the 4th, 5th graders. But I'm missing some 6th graders too, and it'll be against the Wranglers. But it'll be without Kiernan. So hopefully you guys can have a chance to step it up. We have 5 people signed up for that game. That's enough to me. It's enough for me. All right. But on Sunday we got all 3 of our teams playing: the 1st through 3rd graders, the 5th, 4th and 5th, and the 6th through 8th. All right, 6th through 8th is packed with 12 people, and then 4th and 5th. 4th and 5th, we have 7 people signed up for that one. 1st through 3rd, we only have 2 people, but I'm sure we're going to get some more in the last seconds of that one. But you guys will play against some new teams. And to see those teams, you go to our website, per usual. And you click on the weekly leagues. And you go right there, and you get to see this little blurb right here. It talks about last week's game. It talks about next week's game where there was a nail biter, 34 to 32. The Stars managed to snatch away victory from the Wranglers. But we also have the schedule right there. So we have Lionsdale and the Wranglers is our first game on Saturday. And that's at Prairie Middle School. Then the one right after that, we have the Stars and the Wranglers. Right after that, we got Jay Jags in the ring. So the Jags are going to make the trip out there to Aurora. But then on the following day, we got the Stars versus the Knights. The Knights are coming back. Last time you guys smacked that team. We're going to see what happens this time, though. It's been a month or so, I think. Yeah, about a month. Then we got the Stars versus the Gremlins. And we got the Stars versus Rev Up. So no Wranglers this day. All right, but you guys will all be at Westlake Middle School. So make sure you guys show up to those games. Make sure you guys show out when you're there. All right. Next place is Centennial. For Centennial, we are. I can't get gym time yet because there's no games. No one's signing up for games. So the date to start to get gym time was on February 1st. So that day is coming past, so it'll be harder to get gym time, but that's the way that it is. All right. But again, once we start up there, I think that'll be better. And again, I'll tell you mine in a second. We also have Denver, and we do have a Denver gym for our tournament. all right, on the 17th, and on the 18th we're basically right by the airport, which is Denver, but it's basically Aurora. All right, so that will be the tournament days on the 17th and 18th. All right, I'll tell you which teams I'm signing up. We'll figure all that stuff out by next Monday. All right. Now, as for my idea, which I'll say like in 30 seconds, is I'm gonna hold a tryout in August. That's when all your payments are done, and our thing is supposed to just be like, who wants to sign up now? I gave you guys a two-year thing and stuff like that, but we're gonna see who really wants to be involved in this program, and I'm gonna try my best to get 4 coaches in each area: Royal Broomfield, Centennial, and Denver. And then we're gonna go on Saturday, Sunday, 2 straight weekends, so 4 different times, all day long, from 8 in the morning to 7 at night. And whatever time that is will be the grade level that we'll be trying out. I want each of the 4 coaches in each area to get 3 kids per grade, at least 3 kids per grade. And we're going to try out as many kids as we can, then they will accept 3 kids per grade so that we can have a team in each area per grade level, but then we're going to combine them for an elite team as well. So that will throw 4 more teams on top of that. And we can start our own league, and within the first year we're going to play among ourselves and let other people in, but by the following year we're going to hold a bigger tryout where we'll try to be 4 times as bigger. I can explain that later, but that's the basic gist of where I'm headed, so good luck to me. All right, anyways, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is always do your best. I will see you guys soon. All right, and take care. Cue my music.